Alright, so here we go. What do we have here? This, my friends, would be the awesome long primer of R.L. Allan. This is the 53DG. The 53DG. 53 obviously being the item number, which represents the long primer, and the DG being for the dark gray color of the leather. So let's just go through and review this. In a quick comparison, this is a very limited production run. There were only 50 of these made, 50. So it's the rarest of the long primers, limited production runs. There were 50 of these. There were 60 of the 53 DJs, the Diamond Jubilee, which was for the 60th anniversary of the long primer's production and existence. There were 150 of the commemorative editions of R.L. Allan. Had been making Bibles for 150 years, so they made 150 of the 53 COM. There were 400 of the 53 BL, and those were for the 400 years of the existence of the King James Version of the Bible. So thus far, this is the most limited run. So let's just go through and see what makes this Bible unique. Of course, it's obviously bound by R.L. Allan's bindery. It was published published and bound by R.L. Allan. It's printed by Youngblood, but let's not get ahead of ourselves here. The translation is, of course, since it's a long primer, it's a King James Version. Our leather type is a dark gray or gunmetal gray leather. R.L. Allan in their focus group on Facebook described it as a gunmetal gray. Anyway, just to be specific, it's the 53 DG for dark gray, and it's a gunmetal or dark gray in comparison to the 53 DJ, which was a smoke gray, which was lighter than this one. It is the Highland goatskin, the typical buttery soft Highland goatskin, and again, this is your typical natural grain on it. Unlike the 53 DJ, which had a buffalo grain stamped on it, or the 53 COM, which had more of a sheen to it. This is more akin to the remainder of the long primers. Extremely smooth, extremely supple. We'll get to that as to why that's the case. It's probably because of the liner, which we'll get to in a bit, which is a lambskin, vice a goatskin. Most of the time they cover and line with Highland and goatskin, but this one has a Highland goatskin cover with a purple lambskin liner. So different. The liner is a different color than the cover, and it's a significantly different material, which probably is the reason for the super suppleness of this Bible. I mean, I can't believe that Allan is that supple. I mean, it's incredible. I could only imagine if I broke this Bible in how soft it would be. Let's see here. Yap. This bad boy is yapped out. It is a full yap. I mean, it's just gorgeous all the way around, like you would expect from a long primer. They really made sure they got it folded down for that beautiful traditional look. Plenty of yap, a generous yap, if you will. Beautiful stuff for protecting the beautiful interior, as well as giving that classic look to the Bible. Let's see here. It is a sewn well, I'm sorry, getting ahead of myself here. The cover is a glued. We'll get further into that later. I won't go over all the exterior markings, as this is a long primer which has all the other characteristics. The difference is just being the colors and the materials. So let's talk about ribbon color and quantity. There's 3 ribbons here. They are officially listed as smoke gray for these 2 light gray ones here, and Liberty Purple. Liberty Purple. Beautiful, beautiful colors there. As you can see, the Liberty Purple is significantly different purple from the liner. Both still gorgeous purples. Gorgeous. I mean, just really brings out the regalness of this Bible. Absolutely gorgeous. Very plush, typical Allan plush, thick, wonderful ribbons. Page edges. Let's talk about that. They're art gilt. And this is a blue under silver art gilt. So as you can see the silver gilt there. Very beautiful, which is unique among Allan Bibles. There's very few like that. I believe the 53 DJ is the only other blue under silver. And then of course here's the blue art gilt, the blue dyed underneath that silver gilt page edging, and it is just gorgeous. There are quite a few Allan Bibles now. It's still the exception, vice the norm. But the blue color is just gorgeous to me. I know the NAS has a blue coloring, but it's a blue under gold. There is a long primer, 53 NB, but that's I think that was originally, yeah, that was blue under gold at one time, but may now be blue under silver. Anyway, you can get this color. I prefer it to the red art gilt, the red under gold. Or even the blue under gold. I really love that blue under silver. It's just soft on the eyes, gorgeous, gorgeous. So that's the gilt there. Of course, we have a double gilt line, and of course it's in silver to match the silver page edging, the gilting, and as well as the print on the exterior of the Bible, the gilting there. All right, so that's the cover and the exterior. Let's talk about the binding. The cover is, the liner is leather, so all natural stuff here. And again, it's lambskin liner. It's a dark purple, just beautiful. Really sets off that Bible. I mean, just let's see if I can get a good picture here. I mean, see how it just sits in there? Oh, that blue under silver art gilt with the text, and then it's wrapped in that purple lambskin with the double gilt line, and then the slight showing of the dark gray. Oh, what a masterpiece. What a beautiful work of art this Bible is. Thank you, R.L. Allan. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Dominique. Thanks for doing the focus group on it too, letting your devoted customers, you spend a lot of time checking your site out, have some input to it. Beautiful Bible though, just absolutely gorgeous. Amazing amount of gilt, and as well as an amazing amount of yap, which you know I'm a huge fan of. Cover binding. It is a edge-lined binding, and it's glued. As far as the book, that's the cover binding. As far as the book block binding, it is Smythe sewn for your extra durability. So the signatures are sewn together and then glued down, vice being the pages just all being individual, being glued together. More durability. The typical high construction quality of a long primer. All the long primers are like that. As far as the book block, it will all be the same in any long primer, even if you buy the ones in, I have one in a French Morocco, which I don't believe they offer anymore. I think their more economical version is now in a calf skin. But these things are always changing, so who knows what it will be by the time you see this video. Again, it's printed by Youngblood, just like all the other ones, all the other long primers. So printed by Youngblood in the Netherlands. I'm not going to go through the entire block because, like I said, it's the same. You know, 2-column reference edition. Beautiful font size. Paperweight's great. Almost no ghosting. I mean, there is some, but the amount of ghosting allows you to keep the dimensions of the Bible, especially the thickness or the depth of the Bible, so thin, which really is appealing to me as far as the long primer. I tend to prefer the very thin Bible, a thin line Bible, especially one with a large length and width, so it's just floppy in your hands, and it's just the Word of God, buttery soft, just opened up. So anyway, no line matching. The paper type and quality, you know, you can look all that up on their site. It's the same for any long primer, as well as the rest of the Bible too. I won't go through, you know, the dictionary, maps, concordance, writing paper, any of that stuff. It's all the same. So essentially, though, what makes this so unique, only 50 of them, gorgeous yak, the most supple of any Allan, or should I say of any Bible I've ever handled. I can't believe I just did that. I know I wanted to show off the suppleness, but now my CDO is coming in to play, causing some ticks here. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, it's the 53DG. Only 50 of them produced. Dark gray Highland goat skin cover with a lambskin purple liner. Allan Limited Edition. I like that. Instead of just having Allan or RL Allan, they've made sure to say Limited Edition. They did not emboss this one. We will see an ESV coming soon in a purple. That will be a limited edition. That will be, I assume, the same embossing as the 53DJ, where there will be numbering. So I do believe I have one of those reserved, and hopefully it's a very low number. Ian at RL Allan told me it's number 1, and I'm just going to keep my hopes up on that. But anyway, 53DG, hope you enjoyed it. Dark gray leather, purple lambskin liner, dark gray Highland goatskin cover, smoke gray ribbons, and a Liberty purple ribbon. Voila! Hope you enjoy. Again, this was just a quick video. Focus more on expediency and getting you guys a view of the product as soon as possible. I mean, I just got it late yesterday. If I hadn't gotten home from work late last night, I would have posted this last night. Anyway, have a blessed day.